This is going to blow your mind. Imagine a world where artificial intelligence, an AI with the power to learn and reason like a human, has access to every little detail about your life. It knows where you go, what you think, who your friends are, and even what time you prefer to wake up. AI could make decisions for you, guide your preferences, and maybe even influence the choices you make without you ever realizing it. This isn't just some distant sci-fi future. It's a reality we're quickly approaching as AI systems develop, fueled by one thing that gives them immense power, your data. But here's the kicker, you have control over this. You decide how much data you hand over, and believe it or not, minimal data sharing is your best defense against AI becoming a tool for control.
The everyday apps that are quietly feeding AI. It all starts with those tiny, often forgotten apps sitting on your phone. Instagram, Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, Make My Trip, and dozens of others. They seem harmless, right? Just a few taps to check a friend's story, post a picture from your latest vacation, or book that weekend getaway. But what you don't see is that every time you interact with these apps, they're collecting massive amounts of data. Every click, every scroll, every interaction is logged, stored, and often sold to third parties, including companies that might develop AI systems. These apps know your habits, your preferences, and even your location. The more data they collect, the more they fuel the systems that can be used to influence and manipulate us. Now here's a simple step that can help. Stop using these apps on your phone. It's convenient, but it's also dangerous. Switch to using them on your PC instead. Sure, we can't live without some of these platforms, but by limiting their access to your phone data, you're putting up a layer of protection. When used on a PC, the level of data collection is often lower, and you can take extra steps like using browser extensions to block trackers. It's a small change that can make a big difference in your digital footprint.
Stop logging into every website. We all know how tempting it is. A new website or service asks you to create an account, and instead of using a unique username and password, you just hit that login with Facebook or login with Google button. It's fast, it's easy, but it's also feeding more of your data into the vast web of information that AI can access. Here's a smarter approach. Limit yourself to one login account for websites you frequently use, and if possible, use dummy details when signing up for less critical services. You don't need to hand over your real name, address, or phone number to every online quiz or newsletter sign-up. By reducing the amount of personal data you scatter across the internet, you're reducing the amount of information AI systems can pull together to form a detailed profile about you.
Don't post your life on social media. Social media feels like a harmless way to stay connected. But every time you post a photo, share your location, or even check in at your favorite restaurant, you're giving away valuable pieces of your personal puzzle. The more personal data you post online, the easier it becomes for AI systems to track your behavior and even predict your future actions. Think twice before sharing your life online. Avoid posting your face, your location, or details about your day-to-day activities on social media platforms. Instead, cherish those moments offline. Keep your private life truly private, and you'll stay one step ahead of the digital world that's eager to commodify your data.
Rethink your camera habits. Another surprising way we feed AI is through photos. Every photo you take on your smartphone is packed with metadata, information like your location, the device you used, and the time the picture was taken. This data can be aggregated and sold to build detailed profiles about where you are and what you're doing, making it another potential treasure trove for AI development. But here's a solution straight out of a simpler time. Buy a normal camera, one that doesn't connect to the internet. Store your photos on physical hard drives instead of uploading them to cloud services, which often scan, categorize, and even analyze your images using AI. By going old school with your photography, you'll not only keep your memories safe, but also prevent them from being harvested as data.
The bigger picture, protecting humanity from AI. You might be wondering, why does any of this matter? How do my apps, my logins, and my photos relate to AI? The answer lies in the fact that AI's intelligence is built on data. The more data it consumes, the smarter it becomes. But in a world where AI has access to everything, it could start making decisions for us, not with us. It could nudge our preferences, subtly steer our choices, and even control the direction of entire societies. The less data we feed these systems, the less control they have. The more cautious we are about what we share, the more we preserve our autonomy. Minimal data sharing isn't just about privacy, it's about protecting our future. It's about ensuring that AI develops in ways that benefit humanity without compromising our freedom or safety. By making these small, everyday changes, limiting your app usage, being selective about where you log in, keeping your personal life offline, and rethinking your camera habits, you're helping build a world where AI can exist without becoming a threat. The choice is yours. The future of AI is still being written, but it's not just the scientists and engineers who are in control. You are too. Every time you choose to keep your data private, every time you make the conscious decision to share less, you're shaping that future. So ask yourself, how much data are you willing to give up? And what kind of world are you helping create? The path we take is in our hands, and minimal data sharing is the first step toward ensuring that AI serves humanity, not the other way around, the other.